But you know what? There's also rice gnocchi. Now let me talk to you a little bit about that. Because in northern Italy, you find them made with this type of rice. This is something called arborio rice, and it's a short grain rice that's used to make risotto. But it's also great for making these rice gnocchi. And you want to cook the rice in water until it's rather sticky. See, and here it is, all cool and ready to get the next thing. So now, again, we need some of that Parmigiano Reggiano. So I'm going to put the cheese in, and we need a couple of eggs. So here are my eggs. And for this, instead of the flour inside, we want to have breadcrumbs. So mix this all up so you get all of the egg and the cheese all well mixed. And pretty soon I'm just going to put my hands in there because that's the easiest thing to do. Here are the breadcrumbs. And we want a little bit of butter. So that goes in. Now you can see why this is in the northern Italian tradition, because it uses butter and of course the Parmigiano and now a little bit of the nutmeg. So we have all that in. So now you get your 2 spoons, or in my case, you get your 2 hands going, and you mix this all up really well to combine these ingredients. And now this is the type of gnocchi that isn't going to be boiled. This is going to be baked in the oven. And these are absolutely delicious and something that you can have as a first course. What I have here is going to make about a good dozen and a half of the gnocchi. So once you have the mixture like that, well then you start making something that resembles a lemon or a large meatball. So you make a ball going around in your hand very gently, and then just dip it very quickly into flour and pat off the excess, just like that. You see? Want to make them fairly large. Then you have a dish all ready, and you put them in. Let me make a couple more for you. Something else that you could add to this, which is also nice, is a little grated lemon peel. So very, very gently under your hand, and then quickly into flour, shaking off that excess flour because we don't want to have too much flour. And now your oven is on to 350 degrees. You're going to bake these. Now if you wanted to make these ahead, you could make them to this point, cover them, and put them in the refrigerator. So there they are. Now we need to add a little bit more melted cheese to them over the top, or melted butter and then the cheese over the top, and they're ready to go into the oven. So let's put a little bit more of the butter over the top. How about a little bit of parsley to dress that up? Isn't this beautiful? I'm sure Anthony would love this. And a little bit of the Parmigiano. We want these to brown up beautifully. I put a little bit more on because I love Parmigiano. And now this is ready to go into the oven. And they look just as beautiful, nice and brown over the top. And there they are, and that can be eaten as a first course as well.